Hello, hello. I am back to help you do this thing called life. We have been talking about Jesus, his emotions, his temptations, just his tendencies, his principles, his wisdom, trying to look at what this man did to win so that we can pattern our lives in a way that we can win. So we've been just slowly going through kind of verse by verse. And I'm not saying that this has been an exhaustive or comprehensive study, but it's just the things that have been pointed out to me along the way to see what it was that Jesus did, what it was that he said that we need to take a closer look at or just be reminded of. Okay. So we are in John 15, and today I am going to read verses 20 and 21. And it says, "Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me." So, Jesus was giving us some wisdom. He was talking to the disciples, but it applies to us. And he's saying, remember when I said that um, the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. Now, I know one of the times that he said that was um, when he got ready to wash their feet and was talking about them serving one another, and that he was presenting the example. And if he could do it, then they needed to do it. And he's saying here, and I've heard my pastor say before in other about other things like priests like people. Um, and so it's kind of like guilty by association. And Jesus was saying there are some things that are going to happen because, in what we read yesterday, it was talking about the world is going to hate you. It hated me, it's going to hate you. And here he's kind of continuing in that same vein, saying, if they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you too. And if they kept my sayings, they'll keep yours. Um, I said yesterday, you'll be able to tell who's of the world and who's of the household of faith. There are certain things that are just going to come to Christians. There are certain things that are going to happen, and you can judge where they are by their reaction to you. There should be something on you that aggravates demons. There should be something on you that makes hellish people itch. Okay? Unless they're ready to come into the knowledge of Christ. And I'm saying, I'm not saying every sinner is going to be like, ooh. But what I am saying is those who are working for Satan will not like you. It comes with the territory. But he said, all these things they're going to do for my name's sake because they don't know the one that sent me. You just got to know, y'all, when persecution comes, when things happen, we just got to know that it's par for the course. Um, we have to continue to live a life knowing that it costs something. The word talks about counting the cost. You just got to count the cost. You got to know that it is going to cost you something. You got to pay a price to live this life. Now, membership has its privileges too. Don't ever get it twisted. Satan is not going to outdo God. Okay? You never get it twisted. But know that there will be some who do not like you. It's all right. Our big brother took the same kind of heat, even greater. But like I said, the enemy is never going to outdo God. God will make up for everything that you've missed. Okay? Well, y'all, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And I hope that we are positioning ourselves as we come to the end of this year, because it's not just the end of a calendar. There are some things that are going to go out with 2020. And I don't know, maybe the Lord is going to lead us to talk about that. But, that's kind of a side note. But just keep yourself positioned, um, to end some things and begin some things, because God still has a plan. 2020 did not interrupt God's plan. He still has a plan. Some things are still going to happen. And I believe there's still some promises that'll be fulfilled before the clock strikes midnight and leads us into 2021. God is still able. This has been One Moment with Marcy. I'll be back tomorrow with another moment of momentum producing motivation. Until then, stay encouraged. And remember, you gotta flutter before you can fly. But flying is in your future. Love y'all.